You see the pronunciation? Randønautica. Bruh, I just wanted to show that because I'm in the mood right now. Check. Alright, what's good, guys? Welcome to the Knøwn Unknøwn. For this topic that I'm about to get into, it was actually a topic that I was basically trying to talk years ago, but somehow my stuff got deleted and I lost interest. But somebody brought it to my attention about something that clicked in my head, and it was about Randønautica. They was like, dude, have you heard about Randønautica? I was like, oh my gosh, it clicked. And because ever since the situation that happened that I'm about to get into, but if y'all hear a little bleep noise, just ignore it. But anyways, let's go. But let me describe Randønautica to y'all. Okay, Randønautica is an app that sends users to like randomized adventures. The app generates geographical coordinates to random locations in each user's area. But unlike others, geocoaching apps, it claims to combine technology with quantum physics. So if y'all want to do that, y'all, I wish y'all good luck on that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting y'all know, there was one when a guy they said that this thing will come to you if you go around this area, and there was a dog that had a note in his mouth and gave it to the guy. And it said something about to turn around or something. The dog, which there was, it was a sign to just leave. I'm being real. Don't go investigate like in the horror movies. Oh, let's go and die together. Like, what the heck? Hell no. To the no. That's the, explanation of Randønautica. What's the like meaning of that, you know? And, it has like an owl. I don't know if y'all see the owl, but say Drake. I heard. So, it was a group, that was on the app called Randønautica. Now this app is you just type certain keywords and stuff, and it will just guide you to like a GPS, like to a random area that is like strange, mysterious, you know. It's to you there. You better record, have your phone out or something, cause it's like, it's, you never know. But, they went to, Elka Beach, and they saw, across the rail, there was something on these rocks, on this big rock area, beside the ocean. And they was all like, yo, I know someone was thinking it was like money in that suitcase. You know how it is when you just see a suitcase, you're like, oh snap. You don't know if it's good or bad. But anyways, one of them went over and was like, yo, it's kind of heavy. So they got a stick and they was trying to mess with it. They end up getting like having a grip and unzipping it. And then once they did that, they started smelling the stench. They was like, oh hell no. Like, we need to call the police or something. Like, something's not right.
Guys, we found a suitcase at the beach.
Gotta go. I'll hold your stuff. I don't know.
Bro. Wait, open it. Open it. It stinks, y'all.
It washed out.
Oh. Okay, so she's calling the police so we can see if it's actually a dead body or it's just food. Here's the crime scene.
And so when the police came, they started to investigate, cause they said, I know there was like, y'all need to step back. We gotta open the case, you know, investigate and see what's going down. Cause there's a body in his bag. And I know it freaked them teens out for real. And then I know a few minutes later, they found another suitcase. And, the people that were in them suitcases, they were basically still young. But you know how people are nowadays, or nanny or something. But, this is something serious though, but my bad, I'll be off topic. But, the deaths were, Jessica, which she was 35 years old, and 27-year-old Austin, he was a guy that they seen first in one of the suits that was dismembered. And I'm telling you, it was crazy that what they were talking, like describing and everything. And the reason behind all this was, okay, and I'm gonna read off of this too. The Washington landlord who murdered his 2 tenants and dismembered them was sentenced to more than 46 years in prison. The victims' remains were in a suitcase found by teens making a TikTok on Alka Beach in 2020. And it was June 19, I remember. And this 65-year-old name is Michael Dudley. Dudleytown? Let me stop. But, and he was found guilty. And I say, just cause you old don't mean you can't do something. Cause you see stuff like this, older people could take lives too. You just gotta be careful around your surroundings. And this was a landlord, bro. That's crazy. And like I said, just think what's in them teens' head, in their mind right now. I know they like still thinking about it, like around time. Like sometimes they're like, "Oh man, that was crazy, y'all remember this?" But that's what actually skyrocketed Randønautica from TikTok. Cause without that whole situation, it wouldn't like blow up like it did on there, being real. But, I remember, some of my homies was talking about, let's go Randønautica. I said, hell no. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't scared, but you know, I gotta make sure I have protection at the right time. Shoot, you know, and if it's fight or flight, I'm the fastest out of everybody. So, but yeah, like, I just want to say like, rest in peace to them, you know, blessings to their parents, you know, I know it's a hard time. They're still dealing with that. And then probably looking at that video was like, oh man, that's crazy, you know? And these were a couple that were in both 2 different suitcases. And I say people within some people's mind, they just go crazy. And some just like, you know what? Let me let it die. But, what kind of get to me is like, it's crazy. Like, what drove him to the madness, blackout mode, fatality mode on his 2, you know, tenants? Cause, you know, he's the landlord, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what happened, was a scuffle or something, I don't know. But, you know, he just waited for the action to be ready. He just shot them and dismembered them and put them in a bag and put them in the suitcase and threw them out to shore. Man, that's why I say you just gotta be careful around, like, but it's kind of tough because you're in a position like this person try to kick you out. Like, that's, I would have cameras in there. Cause if the person sneaks in there, you know how their actions are. And they sneak in your house without permission. Cause look, now this happened to me before, legit. I was around 17 and my parents wasn't at the house. So this guy, he did it 2 times. This guy, like, he was knocking on the door. And so I opened a little bit, like, well, I was like, yes. He was like, open the door, you know what this is. I was like, excuse me? It was like, so, and somehow, I don't know how I locked the door right when I told him. I said, who is it? And he said, you know what? He pushed the door, almost shoved, like, almost knocked my tooth out, and I almost fought him. I had to, tell my parents, let them know, cause that could have been an intruder. And I say, for a landlord to do that type of stuff, that is the bottom line red flag. And then I know 2 weeks later, he somehow came in the house I didn't hear no doorbell or nothing. I was in the restroom and I looked, cause I heard like a little creak, and he walked in the kitchen. But anyways, y'all have a good one. Y'all stay to the top. Never flop, never drop. Don't stop. Keep it and elevate, And if they play around with you, just laugh and kick them off like rocks. But other than that, deuces, adios, peace.